was talking about dude the other day, like something really sexy about working at Home Depot. You know, my head goes there before it goes to like, let me go work on some movie where I'm playing a Romanian vampire lawyer. You know what I mean?
You think you could work at Home Depot?
Yeah.
You think you have the skills
1000%.
But you think you understand the inventory of Home Depot?
I spend so much time in Home Depot, dog.
Do you?
Yeah, that's a church for me.
Yeah.
Home Depot
Are you
is
building a lot? Are you working with your hands?
I'm in Home Depot all the time.
Okay, so you feel like
I love
you
Home
have
Depot.
What's another job you feel like you could do that would both serve you and your mission? You feel like you'd be good at?
Oh, just any kind of like regular shit, like regular like.
Do you think you could work in the kitchen?
No,
because you're not good.
Well, that's another kind of that's another kind of crafty job where like you know the impetus is on the poetry of you.
Right.
Then I'm fucking lost again.
Right.
I'm talking about something where the poetry of me doesn't matter one fucking iota.
Right.
I need something like I'm looking at jobs that don't cultivate your poetry and your uniqueness. I'm looking for jobs that like that keep me humble. And I think working at Home Depot is Home Depot is full of possibilities.
Okay, so which screen would it be coming from? The one in the bottom right that's got I think actually that looks like an ad or something.
Yeah, you want to full screen it. That's kind of where the whole show is going to be run from.
Okay. So I should do full screen. Okay.
Well, just so you could read stuff on the screen and you should be able to see it, right? It's kind of like a text check and a sound check.
Okay, cool. Yeah, for some reason it was
you can see it.
Yes. Yeah, I can.
Nice.
Yeah, for some reason it was showing up gray until I clicked on it.
Yeah, we're all in. I'm waiting for two other hosts to jump in right now, so we're just starting a couple minutes on schedule here.
I like your onboarding. It was a good question.
Yeah.
Name a movie from 95? I had a good one.
Yeah, you know, I do appreciate the answers, right? It's something that I get to kind of go through. So, like, 7 is a classic. I love David Fincher, right? What's in the Box, right?
I just watched a, 4-hour long, documentary on him. I really like him, too. I'll save combo, I guess, if that's something you guys want to talk about. But yeah, he's one of my inspirations for sure. I love the I guess maybe for me as a filmmaker, I am inspired and probably pieces of him show up in my work or the way I work. The extreme technical side of him, the preciseness. It's not like it's like healthy obsession with detail, right?
Yeah, he's famous for takes, right? Like how many takes did he do on Fight Club and stuff like that, right? Like that.
But one of the cool things too is the way he does his takes. I really love because I do cross shooting, and the way that he does it is really neat. Like when he did Panic Room. And the way that they shot that inside the house, he had cameras that were looking. I don't know if you've ever seen anything on it, but the way that they did the camera lighting was super difficult because they did it all shot inside that house, and the ceiling has a different shadow palette on it than if you were just shooting at a figure and that was cut out of frame, right? So
they shot that
things
in
like
film
that
too,
really
if I'm not
neat.
Mistaken.
Yeah,
right. They shot Panic Room in film, right? So there wasn't loots.
Yes.
There wasn't There's so much stuff that is true mastery.
There's a lot of money going.
Yeah, into something that I could prompt away. I feel like this is the perfect segue to start off Season 5, Episode 8 of the Tuesday Cinema Club. I'm honored to be here today with Dustin Hollywood, a fan of great movies and an auteur. We got our ever-present folks of Sticky Fish and Burno. How you boys doing? You guys seen Panic Room, right?
I love Jodie Foster sitting in a room.
Dude, anything? Yeah, she started that early with Contact. It's like her signature, I guess, now. Confined Spaces.
Speaking of Confined Space, I got a really small video of McConaughey here. Let's watch this to start the week, to kind of start the dialogue.
It's coming. It's already here.
It's him talking.
Don't deny it. It's not enough It may be for you, but it's not going to be enough to sit on the sidelines and make the moral plea that no, this is wrong. It's not going to last. There's too much money to be made, and it's too productive. It's here. All right, so
this is Matthew McConaughey sitting down for an interview with CNN and Variety. I think Shyamalan sit next to him. What do you think he's talking about?
I say, get your own yourself, voice, likeness, etc. Trademark it, whatever you got to do.
So you did that.
Yeah, own yourself. So when it comes, not if it comes, no one can steal you, but they're gonna have to come to you to go, can I? Or they're gonna be in breach, and you'll have the chance to be your own agency and go, yeah, for this amount, or no. Okay, it's coming. Is it gonna be another category, or is it gonna infiltrate our category? It's damn sure gonna infiltrate our category. I think it'll end up, does it become another category? Will we be in 5 years having films, the best AI film, the best AI?
Now, we talked about this very early on. We mocked one of our guests, and in retrospect, we were the fools because he walked away and he's like, he said it was this year that there would be best AI picture.
AI actor. Maybe. I think that might be the thing, is that it becomes another category. I'm not sure. It's going to be in front of us in ways that we don't even see it. It's going to get so good, we're not going to know the difference.
You think this is AI?
I've seen Congo too, dude. I can't tell the difference.
Yeah, Congo 2 is.
Yeah, you can't.
cutting
It's
edge.
got a shittier grade on it now. Everything in AI looks too good.
Yeah. Hollywood needs to catch up to AI because here's the thing.
No, I like it. I live in grit. I mean, my filmmaking style is all film and grit, and I've always been in that. I feel like that's gonna be like a signature of reality now.
I think it's interesting to kind of think about how there's like vinyl heads, people who are like, man, I know digital CD's better quality, it's easier to carry around, it's easier to get, but for me, I like movies that were made on celluloid. I like movies that were made by humans. It's gonna kind of be.
You don't get that warmth. You got to get that warmth of the film. CD is cold.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that joy of buying something is tangible. It's never going to go away. Like that's the thing that people miss that are in tech for sure. They miss the whole point of like things. Yeah, like what humans actually enjoy of life. It's not necessarily material things. It's things that they are inspired by visually because we're visual beings, and those things give value to how they feel. And that's the thing that they are fucking missing. Like, Can you
imagine the rush a creator gets when he prompt hacks something into listen to this quote. The prompt engineering here demonstrates a sophistication, an understanding of how to bypass generic AI image generation tropes. The specificity of wet city street at night provides the foundational texture and lighting, while high fashion lingerie editorial energy sets a precise stylistic mode distinct from casual or explicit content. I think you make explicit content on first pass with your production company. Isn't it Naked or is it Naked?
Yeah,
or am I yeah, but then I looked at it and it was not that. It wasn't that at all, right? It's not.
No, I mean,
and I didn't mean
dude, like, it's funny that you brought this kind of shit up because this like permeates like people doing stuff in AI, and I fucking actually really hate it because it just sounds so tropey and it's so influencer-y kind of. I mean, that's not a word, but you know what I mean. It sounds like bullshit. It's like, yeah, dude, you don't gotta say it like that and make it like, of course it is, that's what you're doing. You're just describing what you're doing. But like, I get it too on another half. I'm getting older, so I'm not so spazzy as I was when I was younger. And I think a lot of people who are getting into AI are young. Or they're, there's a young at heart feeling that comes to them because of the joy that they're getting from creating it. So I don't like shitting on that, but I definitely think it's really like tropey. And when I see that kind of shit, because I'm just like, yeah, dude, you don't have to say that. Like, it's like the friend that says the weird, awkward thing in the group, and you're like, yeah, man.
You think like the next like new wave, like the Jean-Luc Godard of this generation is using AI to make things?
Yeah,
Or you think
because
that's like,
oh no, I think that the thing about, I really hate this conversation of like, oh, it's tech or it's like traditional. No, it's whatever the fuck you want to use, because the real thing that only matters is the art, whatever you're making. It doesn't matter what the fuck anyone thinks about it, or what their opinion is of it, or anything. Because if you're making to do, if you're creating to do that, then you are already losing, because and you're not going to go anywhere. Like very, very few people will ever get successful, and it's usually because they have gotten latched up with somebody else greedy, and they're both just taking advantage of each other at that point. But like, that is not the way to go about art or creating. And I like that you brought up him specifically because of the art house vibe, and just how that, his directorial style, and how that all came and influenced many people that came after that, me included. Like, that is never gonna die, because no matter how much bullshit goes on in the world that's called creativity, you know what a real artist is. They're not doing it for the joy of the likes and the shit like that. They're just making. They would be making it even if nobody was looking at them doing it. So that artistic presence within people doesn't have a medium. It has a force. It has like, whatever you want to call it, your like reason for living is that. So does that person exist, and do they use AI? Yes, 100% they exist, and 100% they use AI, because it's not going to just be one person. There are a lot of people who have been held back from doing amazing things because of a lot of bullshit that this world exists within in our society. You call it gatekeeping, you can call it that. You can also call it a shit society, of way that we have it structured, where money never actually flows back into the system, so other people can have a chance at making it. And that's the real
I read this thing about they call it the whispers of the ghost economy that's going on right now. Like, GDP is going to go up as all of the people get laid off and the AI takes over, but none of the money is going to be kept alive.
There's a way to fix that. One of the things I'm doing and working on.
Hold on. We're focused on AI and cinema, and I want to.
This has to do with
that. Has anyone used Seed Dance here? Because I finally got access to Seed Dance 2.0 through UArt. But gosh, has it been gatekept for me? Let me tell you, every prompt that worked with Gemini and Grok was getting stopped by the new wave. This was supposed to be the takeover. Shout out to Rai Soul, who got one through. We both had access to UR, and I asked for them to share their prompt. This was a prompt that successfully went through. I actually wasn't very impressed with this.
What's the problem with this? It's so crazy to me. I was just doing this before actually, and like 20 of my videos
on UR.
Yeah.
Yeah, crazy. I don't know if UR's a scam. I don't know, man. I don't know.
No, not on UR. Like, it's on a completely other site. And it's
all
legit.
Rappers of rappers.
They're trying to scam you guys, man.
They are rappers, yeah.
They gave me the access. I'm trying the simple 2-word ghost economy. We'll see if we can get that.
You gotta wait for the Seed Dance local, bro.
I did get one video. I'm gonna drop it in you guys' Discord. The one I got.
Hell yeah,
because it's like not that great, actually.
Oh no, bro, we're gonna.
It's not that it's like shit or anything like that. It's because it's it really just it only did like part of it to, I think, oh, I got another one. I got a second one. Okay, cool.
That's really exciting. See, you were just talking about.
In real time,
there's nothing better than
did you sign in to a mainland Chinese TikTok account? Because that's the only way.
Are you typing in simplified Chinese? That's how you got
it. That's the only way you're getting in. Dance, bro.
Something funny.
There's literally like Chinese entrepreneurs who are like forwarding it to Westerners and like burning their own credits. But it's like literally they'll burn their free credits and like maybe buy a package just to like try to get people. Like, there's people literally paying to proxy.
That's what I told you to do.
Yeah, it doesn't surprise me. You guys want to hear something really funny? Like, so I was the first person in the West with Kling, like way long time ago. I had it for like 3 months.
huge,
I was
bro.
showing it off, posting every day. People would leave. I told people leave prompts on my page, on my account, wherever. I'll post them for you. I'll make them, because I was the only person that had it, because I had a hacked version of it. The way I had a friend that like lived in China, and they basically let me use their phone number to sign up. So I kind of had it was like a workaround, but it was kind of interesting too. Like, I learned so much different weird shit because of that experience. Like, for instance, around prompting, we were like super limited for a long time, right? Like 1,000 characters, even 500 characters on some models, right? For a long time, really short shit. You could barely do anything with it. And it was always a problem, I thought, like a huge problem, because I'm really deeply into prompting. And I found a
like
loophole,
my
though.
prompts are like normally for 5 seconds, almost like 2,000 to 3,000 characters. Right?
Yeah,
like,
me too.
That's
Exactly.
I just did a full.
That's a healthy
my
amount.
director's cut of this film that I just AI prompted is over 2 hours and 20 minutes. I'm trying to cut it down to 80 minutes, but yeah, each prompt, if we go to the source, is like a healthy several paragraphs. And that's just to like set style, because you're doing audio cue, you're doing all of those things. And if you do it like in a comfy UI, it gets distributed. The First Man with Cling in the West, Dustin Hollywood here on Tuesday Cinema Club with our lovely host Burno and Sticky Fish. You told us you were going to tell us how to save the economy, though. I cut you off. Tell me more about that.
Oh, yeah. Well, I think that it's funny, open source has really become a force. And I think like so many people over the years were just like, oh, yeah, it's never going to be like, it's never going to get to where the corporate models are. They got so much money. Fuck them. That didn't matter at all, did it? So, and a lot of companies, to their, God bless them, they have like stepped up and been like, you know what, we're going to take a different tack. I mean, some have nefarious reasons for it, like Meta. They're only doing it so they can scrape up more data. They learned that playbook a long time ago. So, because they know that there's going to be a mass portion of the society that's just going to use it on social media. So they're going to just scoop it up that way. And but some companies, like Stability, gave theirs away for free and gave it out. Black Forest Labs has done something very similar. And I think like more and more companies will do that. ByteDance is doing that a lot with their models. And so are others. And I think that's once you've done open source too, the cat's out the bag. So I joke with my friends that all the companies on the planet could be wiped out in one day, and we would still have AI, because we would still have a computer hard drive somewhere with it on there. because it doesn't need to be on the internet. That's like
this is getting dangerously close to Congo 2 territory.
Yeah.
But
have you heard
of
Congo2.com?
No, I haven't. That's crazy. What is that? Is it some kind of?
It's a movie we are making here on Tuesday Cinema Club. It's the first film we're releasing. It's coming out March 15th.
What's it about?
Look at Steve. You ever seen Congo?
Yes, I liked Congo.
1990.
Unlike some of my friends.
It's kind of like that movie. It's set in 5 years in the future when AI is...
So like a crossover of like Planet of the Apes, but like Congo style. Ooh, that sounds really cool.
Yeah, you should watch it, man. We're also,
I will watch it. Like,
really, here's what's we're gonna run it festivals this season. I'll have it. If you go to Congo2.com, you can learn more about it.
Actually going.
I'll give you a preview to unlock the screener here. I'm actually putting out we're calling it the uncut director's banana.
It's
the 2 hour.
This is awesome, dude. This looks tight. So you're gonna do it all in AI?
It's already done. Yeah, we're doing the final edit right now.
Cool. How long is it?
Out here the uncut director's banana is 2 hours 20 minutes, and we're cutting it down for the public to 87. Yeah,
dude. Yes, I will. Y'all remind me when this is like a couple days before it comes, and you guys are how you're gonna do the release of it, and I will 100% check it out.
Yeah, I think now we're trying to actually find distribution for it. I would love to put it in a couple festivals or think couple of the independent film routes to like get it on Tubi or Amazon. This is just gonna be the first film that's actually coming out of our. What's up?
Yeah, I don't think that would be difficult for you guys right now, to be honest. There's a lot
I don't think so either. I saw Tubi that's now taking AI films, and we got an IMDb and a couple of things coming with this. So,
Sweet, dude.
Watch the space.
Dude, congratulations.
We'd love to get involved.
I love to see this.
I
Crazy.
It's self-funded for $125. You know, there's a story.
This only cost $125. Only in 125. That's crazy.
125.
So did you use a bunch of like CVPs? Is that? I encourage that.
I used a lot of accounts and trials.
Yeah, use them instead of them using you, right? Yeah. I learned that book
called The Ghost Economy.
Oh, that's yes.
Speaking of the ghost economy, let's play a favorite game of our fans and ourselves here. It's one that we invite our guests to play, called Slop or Haute. Dustin, because you've never played before, I'll walk you through it. I'm going to scroll down here on a social media feed. We're going to look at an image. And you're going to tell us whether or not.
I think it is. Is that going to be? Oh, man. I think it's going to be Resident Evil / what's Walking Dead crossover, bro?
Why is your voice so choppy, Burno? I don't know. You got to fix that. But
you fix it,
this
bro.
To me is like a Train to Busan. I think this is Train to Busan. Dustin, what do you think? This is an easy one to start. Slop or Haute? You think this is AI or real?
This is not real.
I'm gonna agree. I think Update New Movies Fastest is putting out some AI slop there. I don't really go to that page a lot. Let's check out what Update New Movies Fastest is all about. Who runs this page? I think there's a human here. Department Q, Season 12. I feel like this could be automated, right?
It was automated. I mean,
this is awesome.
What's the cadence, the release schedule like? Because we
want to see that one, the mistletoe.
Weren't you able to put out like hundreds an hour when you were scraping?
Yeah, they have this spaced out. They have this spaced out maybe.
Oh, they did Young Guns. I actually really liked that movie. Oh, this is the Yellowstone remake. Is funny. Nice.
All right, moving on to the next one. What do you think here? Real or fake photo?
Real.
It says real.
I mean, they're at a festival. Could be real.
Yeah, I feel like this is real. I used to be a music festival photographer, so I've seen it all.
This. Who is it? It's David Arquette. It's dressed up as a clown.
There you go.
Coachella, I guess.
I'm pretty good at this.
Yeah, 2 for 2.
2 for 2.
Right, coming up next.
3 is where I always go down. This is real.
How about Looper? Oh, yeah. Brother, you fell for Looper, the last loop, 2026.
Oh, shit, you got me. Damn, the last loop.
Look at it. Look at Gordon's weird arm here.
Yeah, I mean, you know it's fake because there's no way.
I didn't catch that one. But then
There's
again,
no way they would have had only
weird
one
shit in movie posters before, where I'm just like, what is with the Photoshop on that?
You had me nervous that someone would finally break the spell, but I think the goal is 10 in total.
Somewhere.
Here's a tough one. What do you guys think? Real or fake?
Fake.
This drone has a pole coming out of it.
Yeah, that's the first thing I looked at. I was like, is he holding that drone up?
That's Draka Films USA, or Dr. Akara Film. Yeah, I'll give them a follow too.
This is cool. I didn't know so many people were doing AI, like actually putting stuff up on Facebook anymore. I need to get back into that, I guess.
Oh yeah, you're welcome to. All right, here's a tough one, guys. Dude. What do you?
Yeah, is she in Fortnite? Oh man.
What do you think?
No.
Wait, give me a second.
Now, fans of the show will know Fortnite has been like releasing crazy things.
I'm gonna say this is real.
Welcome to the Tuesday Cinema Club. Ali A would gladly have you watching his content. Ali A Army, you're part of the Ali A Army. He's gonna.
He's in there. That's a real.
Is this real or not? I don't know if that's real or not. Yeah, I can't tell anymore.
Wow.
Here's a good one. I think the top photo isn't AI, but the bottom one is. He didn't even need to do the dots. I don't know why he did it.
Yeah, I wonder what that was for. Exactly. Or yeah, I wonder if somebody just took this photo of somebody and then was like, you know what? It would be funny if somebody just turned that into a shot.
All right, this one's gonna be super tough, guys. What do you think? This
For
photo
real?
of Little Pump.
I think this is really Little Pump.
Yeah, real.
It is Little Pump.
I don't know. I don't know, because if you know, and we go to Little Pump's page, he uses AI to make the stupidest photos.
He
like the
doesn't
most
have the
basic
good.
photos.
He doesn't have the good models, bro. Little
Well,
Pump's
now
models are
people can
like
really see how limited some
Like,
people's talent. Yes.
like I don't like. This isn't real, right? That photo's not real. This photo's not real.
Yeah, you know,
This
it's
photo's
weird
not
that you
real.
would AI
This photo's
photos
not
like
real.
this
But you
and
guys
you're-
think
and you're
this
famous.
photo's real? I think there's a lot of shit that makes this thing. I think what he's done is he's tapped into this thing where he's like, I'm gonna say take it with a shitty camera. Why would Little Pump have this photo? Like, where is he in this? In what flavela is he at,
Drugs
bro?
and
He's
somebody's party on the roof is probably the answer.
this is like a,
That
this is
actually looks like
Brazil or
Rio.
something.
Kind of.
Yeah, that's
In
what I'm
the
saying,
background to
bro.
the left.
Little Pump ain't in Brazil. I can't tell anymore. Is Little Pump alive, or if he just like there's
What
gonna
shitty
be a rapper
phone? Look at
that.
that iPhone back right there. Wow.
Yeah, I think it's like a backwards Samsung or something. Even like the corner.
Yeah,
kind of,
exactly.
Look at the circle. All right, we'll never know on that Little Pump. Here's the tough one.
Yeah, we know
Hate to
this
see
one. He's always at the grave, bro.
Spent so much time there every week. It's so weird that Jada's with Snoop, but you know that's from Traceland.
Wow.
We're almost done here. I got a couple more. Should be an
Nice.
easy one. Apocalypto 2.
Yeah. That one's
Clearly fake from Fast Update. All right, here's a tough one. Here you go, boys.
This one looks real to me. For sure, this looks real. Just because I know a lot, I have a lot of Chinese friends, and their kind of like marketing shit looks like this.
Well,
There you
DreamWorks
go.
Animation looks like they've
Sir.
embraced the Chinese, bro.
Damn, Fire Horse is real.
I mean, I've seen shit like this, a lot of it. So that one was an easy one. Oh, this
Here's
one,
extremely,
a little harder here.
extremely tough. Extremely tough.
I don't know. That
Honestly,
that
it was
car looks
real.
weird. But
yeah.
It could be an African car. I don't know.
I don't know what Waku Music is up to, but shout them out.
Yeah. You're going hard right now as we speak.
I can't find the thing. It must have stopped me from sharing that thing. I think we're out. Yeah, that's last year. I gotta log in as the source here because I wanted to find this thing I shared, and they sometimes they don't share it. Like this thing they didn't show. This is the one they didn't show. You think this is AI?
Oh,
No, that's how. No, this is how Gavin
that's
be.
real. That's real. He's really that awkward.
Yeah, Gavin actually is like that.
He's like so desperately trying to be cool, and because people think he's attractive, but he's not. Not cool. I mean, I guess he's attractive if people think.
Attractive, dude.
We're talking about Little Pump, right?
But all politicians are.
All right.
weird, so.
No, I'm talking about Tupac, bro. Do you see that fucking portrait on this?
Did they give it to me? Oh, it's still generating. It hasn't
You
cropped
asked
me
me
out.
that
It's never
question
coming, dude.
about
We'll see.
about democratizing shit, and my answer is real simple. It's I'm building to let artists be able to make money off of their data.
Yeah, Dustin, why don't you
because-
take a step back? Our host here, Sticky Fish and Burno, they don't know yet. Why don't you take a second to introduce yourself and who you are,
Okay.
not to our host, but also our guest, and you can kind of end on what that democratization looks like to you.
Okay. Yeah. So my name's Dustin Hollywood. I've been an artist pretty much in one way or another for a job of my whole life, except my first job was a fucking Texas Roadhouse. I was a teenager. But yeah, I mean, I
Don't you throw
graduated high
peanuts on the
school.
floor? They don't let
say
you
that
do
again?
that anymore. They don't let you throw peanuts on
No,
the floor.
they used to. Yeah, they used to. I guess they stopped doing that.
We used to
after
be a
my
country, bro.
Look what they took from us.
Yeah, it's everything. Everything's so fucking regulated. You can't even throw shit on the ground that's in the place that you throw it on the ground. But yeah, so I graduated high school, started going to college as doing graphic arts and stuff. I did that in school, but when I graduated high school, I actually got hired into my first engineering job. In school, I had one of those high schools that kind of is a hybrid of, your trade skill, and my school was art. They had a bunch of different mediums of art, and then half your day was done on arithmetic and stuff. So I was lucky, and I got to do one of those pilot programs whenever my high school got it, and it was awesome. I was an engineer. I did a lot of different design work for different companies. I worked for Volvo. You guys have actually seen my work. I got hired, like one of my first jobs doing it was for.
You worked on Congo? So, I'm sorry.
Not on Congo. Not on Congo, but Congo2.com. But it's cool because Transformers, actually, the first Transformers, there's a scene in the movie where Bumblebee is going down the highway and he's got that long claw. That Decepticon is coming at him, right? And he's got that long claw arm. So if you see that scene on the highway, yeah, it should click it. Put in highway scene Bumblebee. Yeah, I don't see it here. But it's just, yeah.
We can show pictures, but we can't.
There you go.
This one. Yeah, classic. I think it's in the trailer too.
So there's a claw arm that's part of it. That's like 2 seconds of one shot frame, and it's really awesome because I made that fucking claw arm. What they used that vehicle for in Iraq was it was during the Iraq War. All of our Humvees were getting blown up, and that company got the contract to replace them all. Beat out like a bunch of other companies and stuff. So it was cool. I got to work for them, and I worked on that. And then Michael Bay, he was picking vehicles, and that was one of them because there was a lot of press around it at the time because of the war. And he all the military vehicles are, they used to be, they aren't anymore, but they used to be all military vehicles, and they are that way in like the cartoon and stuff. So when he picked it, it was really neat. It's like one of the only things I got to do when I was an engineer that I can actually point to that the public can actually see and stuff. A lot of stuff I worked on was secret too. I worked for companies on weapons and everything, for defense companies. But it got to a point where, I didn't really like doing it. I just did it because it made a lot of money and I get to move around a lot. I do contract work. I discovered that. And it was cool. I got to do that for a while. Yeah, you get to move around. You do it for a little while, so you don't get stuck somewhere, right? But you get no benefits and stuff like that. So it's kind of terrible in that kind of way.
When you're young, you never get sick.
Exactly. I did this.
Shout outs to Cloudwalker. Speaking of engineering, we're still trying to get it shipped to. I think they can't ship it to the U.S., but they promised me some radar and some fiber optic cable to run my drone. So I'm just trying to get that stuff shipped to me. Yeah. So
we're
continue.
gonna need it, bro.
Yeah, we're gonna need it. So you're making military systems, and then you decided to transfer to the CIA branch and work in Hollywood.
No, not quite. Yeah, so while I did that stuff, I did art, obviously, on the side. I've been drawing since I could hold a pencil. But I do a lot of different mediums. I kind of fell into photography, and I became obsessed with it. It was like the first medium that I kind of felt like I could wake up every day and not feel like it was a job or that I needed to do it for money. It was something I just would do for no reason. I was obsessed with it, like day in and day out. And I got so good at it that most of my friends at the time were DJs, and I kind of fell into the music scene. And through that, I started shooting for Steve Aoki, for Electric Daisy Carnival, EDC, Insomniac.
How many cakes did you see thrown?
How many what cakes thrown? Oh, so many. It's so many. And another thing that people don't realize too is it's not just the cake thing. He also has this like inflatable boat that he like rides people
goes
on.
Around. Yeah.
Yeah, he crowd surfs literally with this boat, and he's on top of it with a cake, and then he just slams it into people's faces below, which is, I always thought that was hilarious that people let that happen to themselves. But I was just there to document it. So, but yeah,
undeniable hits.
Dude, I had the blast when I was doing it. I kind of grew out of it because my lifestyle, the way I wanted to kind of go about my art and what my goals in life were kind of not conducive to that path, if you know what I mean. So I needed to make a change, and really, I didn't really want to be a music photographer. I did that because I just love photography, and I got to go meet a bunch of people and travel, and I love music. Music is one of my biggest influences. I like making it too, but I just don't try to say I'm a professional at it. It's more just so for love of it, you know. But yeah, you know, I wouldn't trade that experience for the world, because every stage of my life, no matter how different it was from the other, and you know, completely opposites in some way, shape, or form, is kind of led me to what I do now. So yeah, I mean, I started a brand when I left music called Naked, and I've had that for over a decade now. And what we do is
see that 2015 started. I'm right now. I don't know if you see this. We're kind of safe.
It's really hard, by the way, to keep a brand that long, and we're trademarked. I did that early on, so I like own our name and everything. It's really cool.
Do you ever have to fight Naked Juice or anything for that, I wonder?
No, but I've had to take a lot of Instagram accounts down.
Yeah, I can only imagine. You got some partners with Minimax here. I'm looking at this like mountain bike video. What did you shoot this with? How'd you render this out?
So this is really interesting. The way I did this is really complicated.
First last frames over and over again.
Some of it, but a lot of what I did too was I would make video, and then I would layer those videos with other first and last frames that tied to one another. So there's a lot of layering that goes on in Premiere and in After Effects and blending. And
so
and
like,
then I use
even at this frame, did you ride here at all, or any of this is trail ridden, or no? This isn't even sample. Like, cause look, if I go back,
this is 100% all AI. All of it.
Because I saw like a funky. What happens right here? There's like what is that ghosting going on in that corner there?
Yeah,
underneath.
Yeah, so some of that is some of that. You can see a little bit of the artifacts of it. I mean, when I made this, layering. This was early last year. So models were extremely different.
So,
but yeah,
hold on.
A lot of that, and then I used
ask my crew. I'm gonna ask my crew, how many views do you think this thing has? More than 1,000? More than 10,000? More than 1 million? You can't speak because you know.
I guess.
But I'm asking my crew. What do you guys think? More than 100? More than 1,000? More than 1 million?
Oh, easily more than 1,000. Like, no question.
More than 100,000?
But 1 million?
Yeah. I like that.
And in 2024.
Yeah, show them the brutal truth.
42 views. That's unlucky because
we have a lot of experience with, and Dustin, this is not a shot at you at all. But I have experience with this.
I don't take
artists
any of it.
Who like I can go and we find their pages and they got 300,000 followers.
Yeah.
1 million
it's a
plus
problem.
followers.
A huge problem in social media.
And no,
it's the
I don't
problem
think people
of
watch the content. People don't watch AI content. I think there is a thing right now where fundamentally people, like here you got a 26-minute video that you shot on VO2, right? I have VO3
Yeah, this was all VO2 before VO was out. So VO2 wasn't even available to people yet. I was in their program.
Yeah, so like everyone who's like fighting to get Seed Dance 2.
That's the only way I was able to afford that, by the way. Because 26 minutes at 8 seconds a pop, and it's really expensive to use VO2. It's like the most expensive model.
Dang, how much did you pay for it?
I paid nothing because I was in their program. I burned their fucking GPUs to hell, man, and back. Anytime I get into a CPP, that's what I encourage people to do. That's what I do. They used to do that.
We're really interested as a group here getting into one, and I think I'm trying to use Congo too.
Dude, like you should do it. I encourage you to do it.
We're looking for some guidance, right? We're looking for some ideas to get into that stuff. So if you know any connections or anything.
I think
Minimax, we're agnostic too, right? You give us credits, we'll actually work to make that work.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I mean, I'm building software that's the most agnostic you could possibly be when it comes to AI.
And then for those of us who don't know about the acronym you're describing, just remind us that's Content Creator Program, right?
Yeah, the Creative Partner Programs is what they call them. Your audience too, and you guys should just be aware too. I don't want to scare you away from them because there's so many good companies that do a legitimately great job at them.
Yeah, talk to us about your experience because you've been doing this for a decade. You've probably had hits and misses. Talk us through the woes and wins.
Yeah, so I would say that when you approach these, be wary of, well, first of all, like, the way that AI and CPPs work it's marketing, most of it. You're doing a trade-off. It's like the social media analogy, right? Like, you're the product. But in this sense, unlike social media, you are gaining back. So, I think at a certain point, you get either really good and these things become they're more of a hindrance to you than to keep up with than it is to that you're actually benefiting from it, right? Because to get the credits, a lot of times you need to be doing promotion for them, and it becomes about contests and stuff to get credits. So in that part of it, I really am conscious of, because young creators and just anybody who is just new to something needs the ability to be able to work within that environment and not be held back, or they're not going to progress the way that they should, or they're not going to reach the full potential as quick as they could. So
that's really interesting. I'm not asking you to like name drop anything specifically, but are you kind of like silence?
Terrible one. I would not do Google. I would not do anything.
Oh
with
wow,
Google.
that's surprising. Well, tell me more.
Oh, really? Is that surprising? If you look up, just Google. If you look up anything that's like violations against artists, history against committing crimes against artists, they're the biggest violator that's ever existed as a company. They've been sued like 100-something times by either creative businesses or artists who they stolen or ruined their businesses from IP theft or all kinds of different reasons. They're the worst company to ever be supported by artists in AI. It's really ridiculous to me that anybody does. It's because they are really good at marketing and they hide things. They own the search engines, and they, when you have billions, hundreds of billions of dollars, that's how their product is in front of everybody. And most people are not going to be exposed to truth until they look it up for themselves and actually are exposed to even the question of wanting to ask that question, right? If you are unconscious to something, then there is no reason for you to ask that question, right? Until something happens that makes you think about it. So they're very good at that. And no, they're not a good company.
100% of our budget went to a 1-month trial to.
Yeah, you should use whatever tools
Google's
you want.
Google Gemini's.
No, I don't want you to feel that for me,
so
artists
shout out to
should use
VO3.
Yeah.
No, it was awesome. For $125, I got unlimited.
That's amazing. It is. It is
like
amazing.
I just
personally have a problem with how they treat creatives because their entire business is built on them. So for me, it's like it runs a lot deeper. You know what I mean? Like, and I've been doing this for so long. I'm just so sick of like companies being able to hide what they've done, and then people aren't, they're none the wiser. It's not their fault, but it's also if they want to use their product.
Okay. Come away from Google. We all know they took away "Don't Be Evil," their thing. Talk about you, bro. Just take a step back. Dustin Hollywood and Naked Pictures. A decade in, what's the next decade look like for you as AI comes on to change the sets, the tools, everything that you experience?
Oh man, I think it's going to be amazing because, like I've been saying, I think that this is actually artist time. Like, I know that it was really difficult to get into the arts, especially the further up you went because of gatekeeping, and that was for a lot of reasons. Like artists get very protective if they've made it. They don't really want that competition to come up and then quickly knock them off the mantle. So there's a lot of other reasons.
Sorry, I didn't get the output. Ghost Economy got filtered. I don't know how that. Why would they filter Ghost Economy, man?
Ghosts, I think ghosts are like taboo in China, aren't they? Actually,
yeah, you can't,
like,
no ghosts, no bones, no nothing.
Yeah. But I think that artists are gonna like, because now the technology and everything depends on them. So the more creative you are, the more critical thinking and, you know, problem solving and arts and just, you know, creative ways of looking at things differently, I think you're going to flourish. And I think looking at just us making films is short-sighted, because there's going to be so many creative jobs, so many more creative jobs are going to be created, because the application of the arts are so much more wide-ranging now because of this technology. Like, you can apply this to so many more things.
That's interesting. I like this idea. You're saying that AI is just the tool to bring about new artistic mediums, not itself.
Like unlocking
artistic medium. Yeah, I love that, because everyone's like, "Oh no, AI can paint,"
I know,
but you don't know about new thing that doesn't exist yet that AI will make that's better than.
And those things are not even. Well, I mean, I think it's actually going to be people who get the ideas because they're like, I have this super machine now, and there is nothing holding me back. And you know, even if you wanted, so I'll give you a good example. I'm building hardware. So I'm building a MIDI controller that can control generative real-time model, and you know, you can make real-time visuals like for music festivals and stuff like that. And
love this.
Yeah, the interesting thing though is that I built all that through the help of AI helping me, a lot of it mentoring me with the build, and I did it all myself. I went and bought all the computer parts, I went and bought all of the hardware, did all of it myself. And you know, I would have never gotten that like feeling that I could do that without that, because there are just so many roadblocks mentally from society that just prevent you from being able to think that way. And now there's not. A kid in his room can make something that he has no knowledge of until he's interacted and gotten the idea to want to do it, and then can learn it through AI, because the AI will guide you through every screw, every bolt, every hole, every cut of something, you know, physically. Anything that you want to do in the physical world, it can physically help you. It's going to give you the instruction manual to it. And, you know, it's like all of human intelligence is now. I had encyclopedias when I was a kid. I don't know about you guys, but when I was a kid, I had a whole wall of encyclopedias. And now it feels like I have an encyclopedia.
Trembles.
Yeah, because even those were limited, right?
You think AI can help me get unblocked from Wikipedia here? I was trying to add
probably
myself
not.
to
No,
Wikipedia.
probably
it got
not.
me super blocked. You have to like submit. You have to say, "I'm so sorry." I have to change my username and say why. It's crazy, bro. I tried to make my own thing. The thing is there is a wiki for Congo 2 right now, but I think it like has this big flag on the top.
That's. I always thought that like other people had to do it for you.
Yeah, I tried. Where's the page for Congo 2? Oh, they took it all down.
So does like somebody just take it upon themselves to think, oh, I like this movie, it should be on Wikipedia?
I was trying to get it there myself.
Bro, there's an entire wiki underbelly. It's kind of crazy.
Like an underground society of this.
Yeah,
like, I got super into the Wikipedia underground, right? So I go to my user page and I basically say, hey, look, there's a conflict of interest for the Tuesday Cinema Club page. And I tried to make an article about the Tuesday Cinema Club article. They banned that shit. And then I dug in on the people who banned me, and I started finding these users because like there's like Ranger Rest. Oh my god, let me tell you, you could give yourself stars.
What?
You ask who's editing Wikipedia? This guy's he's getting stars. A Barnstar for diligence.
Is Wikipedia really? I mean, be honest. Is Wikipedia even relevant really anymore?
I use it all the time. I use it every day.
Do you?
If I go on my homepage when I launch a new browser, still to this day, I set this like over a decade plus ago. It goes to a random Wikipedia page and a random New York Times article. And
something
that
you
Times link, like
as the bookmark page, but you were on another page.
No, it's like I have these two pages that are open. I get a random cartoon and a random wiki page, And the New York Times one broke first. I was emailing them for like once a month for a while, and it still does it now, but it's not as good. It used to be better. They basically only show you one a week now. I used to get one from their. They just had like a pool of them, and then they like got greedy and took it all offline. Our DJ has stopped, and we're kind of coming to the last 10 minutes here.
Okay.
I want to talk about a little I got some issues here. What do you guys think LAH is on the wheel from last week? Does anyone remember what LAH is? What the hell is
Last
that?
Action Hero, you dumbass.
Oh,
Bro, this guy's brain is so slopped, bro.
Okay. So we got Last Action Hero. We got 13th Warrior, Con Air, Cobra, a double feature of Kurt Russell as Snake and Escape from New York and Los Angeles. Equilibrium, I'm going to take that off. I put that on there. That's a last week vibe. Taking that one off. Now let me go to the source here. Where's Poodle Subwheel? I just clicked it on. Poodle Subwheel is on. Let me go to the asks. Got something called 211. Never seen it. Isn't that what you dial when you're... No.
Interesting.
That's...
I think 211 is what you dial when you want to dig.
Yeah, I thought so. It's like, okay, we're gonna add Shadow on the Cloud. Although I just saw this, I would watch it again just for one scene. Also, it's a fun movie. Although it's one of those ones that's like shot on a sound set very clearly. It's like, was that?
Do you guys have tradition? Do you guys have a lot of traditional filmmaking like backgrounds, anything like that? I didn't get to hear anything about you guys.
I think we focus on the future. I think we are the remaining audience of cinephiles and cinema enjoyers who are of the last generation to have experienced both VHS, DVD, and Blu-rays.
I
were the first to experience. Yeah, like I worked at Blockbuster, brother, right? Nice. You know, not only do I love movies, but I wanted to make movies, and then I had a kid and I got a life, and now I use AI to talk about movies.
And see, that's a movie. Yeah, Tuesdays. But that's even amazing because you can even just make things because you wanted to do that because you loved it. Like, so now the cool thing about AI, like, think about it like this. This is the last thing I'll say.
How much money do you think I'm trying to make with Congo2.com?
I don't know, but I know that you're passionate about it because I can see it in the way that you present it.
That's the
you
whole
wouldn't
thing,
spend time on something you didn't care about. Time is the only thing that you have in life that's an asset.
But I also feel like I look at it as like some people only get one shot at the plate. Have you ever heard that example of like they talk about capitalism as a carnival game? Right?
Yeah,
and like a lot of people spend their whole life to buy the ticket to play the game once, and then you miss. And then, you know, rich people have the ability to play the game over and over until they win the prizes and win the prize they want and walk away.
That's the thing about life that makes it like, that's why people find it so fascinating, or they did, because you couldn't like cheat it.
I feel like cinema was like that a lot, where like a lot of people were able to step up to the plate and throw over and over the same type of mechanism in order, just because it like fit scheduling. Like a logistical existence. They're like, it might not be a good movie, it might not be a bad movie, but we do know we'll have a movie in our hands at the end of X amount of time, and logistically it fits the schedule, right? It literally like you're not gonna upset the herd.
Well, that's gotten so much work too, right? Like not just fits the schedule, fits the ideology, fits the manipulation that we're trying to sell here. Yeah. It's gotten worse, I would say.
Yeah, I wonder what'll happen when I release Congo 2 and it's got Amy made by DARPA. DARPa's never really mentioned in films anymore.
You know, one of the things that I want to add. People, not everybody thing hits. They hit differently. I think it depends on who sees it first and how that spreads, to be honest, sometimes. Because I've seen people make shit that people loved that was terrible. I mean, it was shit. It was bad. And then I've seen people make some amazing things and then they get shit on by the public and like it doesn't look really like AI at all and it looks pretty cool. And the people are just shitting on it because it looks cool, because it's too close to the real thing. So I think it just kind of, it's weird. The whole, you know, energy around that. Hard to say sometimes.
Dustin, what movie do you want to add to the wheel? This is a wheel that we could possibly watch. You were saying a lot of good ones. I kind of wanted to add Panic Room.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Panic Room's a good one.
No. Whatever movie you want.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood is. Yeah.
I thought you were gonna say Mexico.
Mulholland Drive. What? No. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood is. Once Upon a Time. Wait. Is that the one I'm thinking about? Yes, that is the one. Also, I like that you put Waterworld. Yeah.
Oh, you should know. We're the only podcast. We put our gun to our head. If it ever lands on Waterworld, we end the podcast, and that's the end of the show. So we have it set to 1%. We're the only podcast that's willing to stop. And that's the way we're gonna do it.
All right. Do we need any more?
Yeah. I'm gonna put on Once Upon a Time.
Heat is a good one, and they're about to remake that movie. They're making Heat 2.
Heat. We'll put Heat in there.
Oh, that's gay. Actually, Braveheart is another one, and I think 12 Monkeys was made that year, but I don't know. Maybe it was made the year after.
Terry Gilliam's great. We'll put Panic Room.
I don't think Panic Room was a 95 movie though, or are they? Do they not? Okay,
it doesn't need to be 95. Yeah. Although I personally am abstaining from Tarantino if you're doing the Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, so I'm gonna do Once Upon a Time in Mexico.
Yeah. Yes. Okay. Cool. Yeah, that's a good one too.
You'll understand the wheel is rigged. They'll tell you all about
it. Actually, when you, I was thinking, Robert Rodriguez Grindhouse is really good. If you don't have anything like that on there.
Yeah. All right, we're gonna spin the wheel. Dustin, thanks for coming. You're welcome to stay for it. But as we spin the wheel and choose it, I'd like us to watch NVIDIA's Natural Voice have an AI breakdown.
What's your favorite Italian movie?
Oh man, I'm going back to the 90s. You gotta go with I love The Godfather. I think that's
Wait, the 90s Godfather 3? That is the worst of the Godfathers.
Oh no, this is the original, the original that,
The original is from the 70s.
Yeah. But I love
it's gonna be another Gordon
The
Stewart.
Godfather. I love
Insane.
The old school movies. I love The Godfather. I love the old school movies. I love The Godfather. I love
Wes Craven.
The Godfather. I love The Godfather. I love The Godfather.
Iconic movie poster right there.
The Godfather. I love
I hear what you're saying. Makes total sense.
Alrighty. I don't think I've seen it. I love Wes Craven, and I've never seen this one, so hyped on this. Well, we like to check the budget. Box office, 16 million.
Oh, that's cool. I never noticed that they stuck that down at the bottom. Neat. Only 16 million? Oh, shit. Then again,
they
this
did.
is a long time ago.
What's the budget? Maybe on IMDb. 5 million. At least triple. Let's go.
They used to make a lot of movies for that amount of money, and now they don't. It's weird. Hopefully it'll get back to that.
Yeah, we're making movies for $125. So
exactly. So they can't hold that budget much longer.
Yeah, and think about this, literally, I could just start selling ad space in my movie.
Dude, you know what else I've theorized? People doing that in their films. I did that. I was the first person to ever do that, actually. I did it with a runway project that was 2 years ago. People putting actual stuff in their films that is ads for somebody outside of the film that's a brand or something. I did that. It was kind of cool. I was like, I'm just going to show people it can be done instead of just talking about it. That's kind of my vibe. I do things before I kind of mouth off that they can be done.
Well, from all of us here at the Tuesday Cinema Club, we hope you watch some great movies this coming week. We'll see you again soon. And Dustin, thank you so much for having us.
Yeah, man,
we really do appreciate it. Yeah, we'll have you back for the season finale here when we premiere Congo 2.
Yeah, I'm down for that. I wish you guys so much luck with that, and I'll be a supporter for sure.